Welcome everybody to the kitchen table, my kitchen table. The name of the show is From the Kitchen Table. No, what is it called actually? Robert Sarazin Blake from the Kitchen Table is the name of the show. I'm Robert Sarazin Blake. This is the Kitchen Table. And we are here. We are celebrating the social distance. I cannot be in Ireland or Germany or the Netherlands or Denmark this year. So we're doing a special broadcast here. It's early in the morning. This is David's coffee. I got my coffee over here. I have not had my first sip of coffee. But before we get the first sip of coffee, before we get the show going, we always light a few candles. We've been doing the show every Sunday since we got into these COVID times. And the timing is bad for Europe, so we're doing a special show for you today. We miss you, and going to light these candles here. We light a candle for everyone who's died. People are, I guess if I go too high, I'm out of the shot there. So light a candle for all those we've lost in these COVID times here. And we'll light a candle for everyone who's suffering, whether you're suffering from loss of people you love, or you're suffering financials because you've lost your job, or you're suffering for whatever reason because it's a crazy time. We're lighting this candle for you. And we're lighting a candle over here for gratitude and for hope, because as crazy as things are, there's things you're grateful for. And we have hope for the future. So here we are. I'm getting my coffee. Not going far away. Getting the coffee. As many of you know, because you are my friends, I have been going to Germany for at least 5 years. The first year in 5 I've not been to Germany. So I thought I would start off the show here with a little bit of German schnapps. I'm not sure if anybody out there drinks Kraut or Glut, or if I'm saying that correctly, but this is a schnapps I picked up in a very strange town. Hildesheim is where I picked this up. That's a story for another time, and I'm drinking it this morning out of my Bremen shot glass here. If you can see that, I don't know. Got the shot glass celebrating Bremen. Here's to you, my friends. Glad you're tuning in if you're here, and it seems like you are. Tell your friends about the show. You share it on your Facebook page. This is my macrame guitar strap made by my father. Dad might be tuning in even though he just lives down the street. Come sit down, we're lamenting yesterday's sad ending, about the water in your whiskey. The brass passed off as gold, another round. We're descending into old-time memory of a day when wood was wood, silver, gold was gold. Come sit down, we're lamenting a century's sad ending, about the water in your whiskey. The brass passed off as gold, another round. We're descending into old-time memory of a day when wood was wooden, silver, gold was gold, sweet home was home. Want to give a shout out to Ronan Leonard there in Cork City. He was with me when I got this ring board. Ronan, make a comment if you would, the name of the pub. I'm always forgetting the name of that wonderful pub you always take me to, Cork City, right by the River Lee, where I first played rings and then walked around every pub we could make our way into that night, Cork City, with my own ring board. I was very proud. Once again, driving north on my own from Mont, of course. I saw a sign, I went in, oh, it was open, had to grin. Piece of pie, all the old Christmas night, on my own coffee week. The gas is cheap at this diner, on the road exchange and looks with a girl, nothing more, not my world. Drifting off to conversations, other people's situations. An old friend comes to mind, think to myself, so much time between us through the years. Summer suppers, Christmas beers, bodies moved, hearts and minds to all the people. We're entwined, we're entwined. The letters sent, spirits tossed. Some were kept, some were lost. Through the salt, through the sea, through the sound, and up the streams where the salmon run when they can, just to die. Like the man who runs away, runs along trying to find the fallen sun, and the night is great. It elevates to a higher place, and then it's gone, and the bodies float down the stream to the bottom of the sea with the sailors. The ships could not return. They were missed, they were missed. Quiet moment, cafe, piece of pie to end the day all remote. Coffee too, here's to you, friend, here's to you, here's to you. Here's to you, all my friends over there in Europe, and if any of my friends in North America are listening, you're very welcome too. But this is the concert for Europe, where I've been going for the last 5 years. Hopefully my friends from Luxembourg are tuning in, and maybe some friends from Amsterdam are tuning in. And I know we got Ronan there in Cork City, and Hank Wedel from Cork City is going to be our guest in a little bit. He's going to sing a few songs for us all the way from the most southern county in Ireland. And we are here in the most northwest corner, the most northwest city of the most northwest state in the lower 48. That is Bellingham, Washington. Just about 20 miles to the south of the Canadian border, and about 20 feet to the east of the Pacific Ocean, and a long way to the west from my hometown in Germany, Bremen. We've been doing this this is episode number 5 this weekend here, but we've added something new. If you're watching the show, and if you hear me, you're watching the show, I'll just fill you in on that right now. Send us a photo of yourself, because we want to look at you. You're looking at us. We want to look at you, and other people want to look at you, and we all want to be kind of in this thing together. So my friends, Gordon, Vivka, and the kids have sent us a photo, so we're going to put that right up here on the wall. These are my friends right here. Send us your photo. We'll put you up on the wall. It's over here now? Yeah. This is a painting. This is a painting by my Aunt Sarah. That's a painting by Hamel on Trial, way over there, of the one and only Lorraine. This was a painting by my Uncle Warner, but now these are my friends Gordon, Vivka, and the kids. So send us your photos, and we'll do our best to get you up there. Where are we now? Let's play another song. I was hungry. I got a sandwich. I've been drinking a little wine. Stood in the corner, watch the girls. Heard the voice of an old friend of mine. Forget about the bar, the party's out on the streets. Sidewalk in between. No bounds to kill your buzz. You can bring your own drinks. Backs are rolling, heard him going to the next bar. After parties, the cab to the diner, 10 p.m. anticipation, 2 a.m. dread. Forget about the bar, the party's out on the streets. It's a warm summer night. No cover charge and no ID. A front row seat to the fight. My imagination got stupid. I saw 2 young Latinos. I thought I could be the man. They didn't see me, but a white girl did. Hola, senor, is what she said. Kept on walking, I kept eating a sandwich. Well, I've been drinking a little wine, trying to hold back time. The balls and the bears, the short skirt wolf pack, blue jean hawks, bartender's kickback, searching for the flame, busting for the fall, lipstick in the mirror in the bathroom crawl. Forget about the bar, the party's out on the street. It's almost Halloween. College kids are back and they're acting the fool. Somebody said, somebody scream. You have to scream. I know you think I can't hear you, but I can feel you. I can feel you when you don't scream. You have to say, somebody said, somebody scream. We'll do it one more time. It's almost Halloween. Somebody said, somebody scream. I think I heard them in Horsefed. Give the guy $1. He ain't playing for free. Give the guy $1. He ain't playing for free. Give the guy $1. He ain't playing for free. If you have a request, if there's something you'd like me to play this morning, put that in the comments. And if you don't have a request, just say something in the comments so we know you're out there. I'm going to do a song now by my buddy Lee Falco. Lee Falco is the drummer on the record Recitative, my most recent record, Recitative. And his band, The Restless Age, they play their own songs, you know. And I love this song, Lee's, so I decided to learn it. Need the refresher there. Staying uncertain, I'm closing the curtain, retreating yet I don't know why. My insides refraining, 'cause times have been straining. I'm stumbling just to get by. I'm aware of surroundings, yet feel like a foundling, yet worth more dead than alive. What can you do when you need to survive? Change on a dime, pennies on the dollar, put on a choke collar, left me out for the flies. Now I'm worthless and washed up, my soul's been coughed up, too many nights in the sky. If I hitched a ride north, I would be off course, but it's better than waiting to die. That's what you do when you need to survive. Change on a dime. and change on a dime. Go out and change on a dime. What can you do when you need to survive? You change on a dime. I need to repent and spend my 2 cents. It's burning a hole in my jeans. I'm bitter and cold, eating food that's grown old, aching and rips in my jeans. If I were a captain, this wouldn't have happened. I'm a cog-in-a machine, one that's withered with time on and up. He'll climb, and I changed on a dime. Go on and change on a dime. Go on and change on a dime. What can you do when you need to survive? You change on a dime. Oh, I'm feeling good here. Friday night in Ireland, Friday night in Bremen. That song before that's my song on the corner of Saturday night, talking about people gathered. We can't do that anymore. And this talks about people partying in the streets, which is a lot easier to do in Germany than it is to do here. I was saying that line about people partying in the streets, and I thought, well, I must make some mention of the Kaltfahrt. The cold fart. Yes, that's the German festivity of 15 people walking around with a little wagon full of schnapps and beer, and they have a wonderful time, and they do it in the winter, and then they go home and they eat kale, and that's why it's called a cold fart. It's called a cold fart, and it's a wonderful time. I've never been on one, but sometime I might. I have come across some people on a cold fart at some point. I don't know if the Irish have a tradition such as this. We certainly don't here. And nobody's doing anything in a group anymore. We all had to change on a dime. Thanks to Lee Falco for that song. And now we're going to go and see if there's been any comments that I should be paying attention to here. From the Wings.
Void says Bremen represent. Sasha Bet says Hollenbeck is ready. There's a lot of German that I can't read.
Okay, good.
Jens Frick says hello, Robert.
Yeah, it's nice. I was hoping you got the message.
Bob Christie says hello, Bob from Bob and Cork.
Nice. Bob.
Otto McFly says yo from y'all.
All right, y'all. So for those of you who are in North America, you don't know there's actually the term y'all originated in Ireland. It's an Eastern Cork. You know, it's not that famous, the wilds of West Cork situation. It's Eastern Cork. But I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with y'all. And I'm telling you something else about y'all. It's got an amazing Italian restaurant. You have to go visit Luigi and eat at the Italian restaurant in y'all. Anto will be there. And hello to Anto and the kids. And Anto, every day he goes swimming buck naked in the Atlantic Ocean. So if you want to see a naked man, that's your opportunity right there. Just comb the beaches of y'all. He goes at unpredictable times, so watch out for that. And he also picks up trash from the beach, being a model citizen. So thanks to Anto for tuning in and for your service to the ocean. Anything else I should know?
Anto wants to hear Didn't We or In Different Ways Goodbye.
Okay.
And Caroline O'Donnell says hello from Ballydahob.
All right, Ballydahob. Now that's the wilds of West Cork right there. You got to go down when you go to take a holiday to Ireland. Got to go down to Ballydahob. It's a tiny little town, but they got a little bar called Levis's. If you're from North America, you might call it Levi's, but it's not called Levi's. It's called Levis's, and they got a secret song festival there. They don't tell anybody who's going to be on the roster. You just show up and watch it. Go down to Levis's in Ballydahob. Different Ways Goodbye. It just stopped ringing when they both made it over to the car that was locked. He let her in, she reached over and unlocked the side. The button made a snap. He said, I think I could fall for a girl like that. They drove back hoping the car would keep going. When they hit the town, the wheels would keep rolling. Something in the way she sat, he was fighting the urge to keep on driving. She was caught up, but didn't try to hide it. She got under his skin, deep down inside it. She said, I don't care if our love won't last. He said, I think I could fall for a girl like that. Time was short, but they both kept ignoring. He made the stew thick, she kept the fire roaring. They were up on top of mountains, wandering. It just didn't seem like dusk was coming. They made love one last time in a park where they'd been swimming, snuck in the trees, and came out glowing. Drove to the station, kissed goodbye, turned away. Said, I wonder if we'll meet up some other day. She sat in the hallway and waited for the plane. She started to feel sad, but then she felt nothing, just the void between where her lover had been and the new life to which she was going. I saw you in my dreams last night. You still come around there from time to time. And it's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by and say in different ways, goodbye. Thank you for the request. What time do we have there, David?
It is 10:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
Let's do one. Let's have you play one. Are you handy enough to do that?
Yep.
Introducing to all of my friends in Germany, and I know some of my friends in Ireland have already met this man, but make him feel welcome. Round of applause. David Penderlofgren here. He's really the drummer in the band. It's just that in these COVID times, he has to be everything. He's the drummer and he is all the tech support. Without him, this would not be possible. So happy for your help, David. Happy to hear. I want to tell you about this photo that I got last night. Oh, but you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Told me you would get it right. Oh, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. I can see the way your eyes would light up, kind of like a question we both laugh. I want to tell you the story of this photo that I got last night. Oh, but you're gone, you're gone. Met two dancers in a seaside bar. They were gorgeous, they were travels, they were dressed like mid-century movie stars. One from the Ukraine, one from Kazakhstan. The salty air was saying summer inside, and that's when I got this photo that I took last night. All the breeze was blowing us off. Do a little after party after the bar last night. And he would go. Pass the guitar, night started this way. Sang the sunny side of the street, and we sang Sunny. Waved you violets and it made them both cry. Kiss her hands and cheek, second night goodbye. Oh, to see this photo that I took last night. Oh, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. And when I get home, you won't be there anymore. But you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. On the other side, with the angels and saints. I hope you're at peace and there's no pain at your door. But I can't tell you my stories anymore. I want to tell you the story, this photo that I got last night. Oh, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. I'm going to do one more song, and then we're going to have our guest all the way from Cork City. That's David Penderlofgren there. He is so excited, and I'm excited to bring him to Germany the next time we go. So we want to give you a little bit of a taste of my good pal David there. As you know, the man who lives in the White House is a total disaster. He's a disaster now, and he was a disaster before. This is a song I wrote from this fall. If you missed the news this week, if you missed the news, if you missed the news this week, July 25/19, there was a phone call from the White House to the Ukraine. Trump said to President Zelensky, I would like you to do us a favor. Investigate Burisma and the Bidens. I know we need guns and money. Maybe you want to come over and see me. If you want your 400 million, I would like you to do us a favor. If you missed the news this week, if you missed the news, if you missed the news this week, Volker State Department said to Sondland, the ambassador, if Ukraine wants to come to D.C. for recognition, most important is for Zelensky to say he will help with the investigation. If you missed the news this week, if you missed the news, if you missed the news this week, Volker wrote to Zelensky's advisor, I heard from the White House, if Zelensky convinces Trump, he will investigate. For your visit to D.C., we will nail down a date. Act U.S. election law, Title 52. as unlawful to solicit a thing of value in connection with a federal election from a foreign national. Vice President Pence got a transcript of the phone call. Ambassador was all on the phone call. Ukraine ambassador, she was fired before the phone call. Head of the Republican Party in Wisconsin, Mike Duffy, may distribute the foreign aid, held back that foreign aid before the phone call. I would like you to do us a favor. I would like you to do us a favor, though. I would like you to do us a favor. At first Trump said there was no quid pro quo. Then he said, get over it, it's okay, you know. I've lied so many times before, and no one will stop me. The Republicans in the Senate won't convict me because they fear me. And in my great and unmatched wisdom, I'm above the law. And now we're going to cut over to my friend all the way in Cork City, Ireland. Hank Wedel, my good buddy there, plays every Monday night at Charlie's in Cork. He's coming to you live.
Hello. Can you hear me? All right, you can hear me. Hello, Bellingham. Hello, Vancouver, where my daughter Neve is at, and all her friends there, Ben and everybody. Over there on the west coast of North America. We're on the west coast of Europe here, really, in Cork City. Thank you very much, Robert Sarazin Blake, for having me on this thing. This is exciting stuff. It's great to hear songs again. It's too bad you can't be here, but it's great that we can hear you like this. I'd like to say hello to everybody that's watching. I started a watch party on Facebook. I sent this out to anyone I've ever played with that's watching, anyone I've ever done music with, people like Tom Clark and anyone else that might be watching. Tom said the other day he wanted to do a whole album of waltzes. Stuck in a whirlpool, watching the spin, going real slow, about to begin, reinventing the morning, hey, about to fall, and you hope that your lover will call. Your lover will call. There's too many voices shouting inside your head, screaming, don't you dare drink the water, drink a whiskey instead. And emptiness beckons with a vacant stare, and you pray for redemption, salvation, but your lover's not there. Your lover's not there. Your lover's not there. Your lover's not there. Your lover. and a tornado. You blow me away. Oh, the way your sacred heart bleeds. The sick games we all play, yeah. And emptiness beckons, and you're ready about to fall. And you hope that your lover will call. Yeah, your lover will call. Your lover will call. Your lover will call. Your lover. You got that? Good. Good stuff. Well, that's a song I might call Your Lover Will Call, which I recorded with Open Kitchen, and dedicate that to Eileen Healy if she's watching. I can't really see if she's watching or if she can hear that. And I know she likes to sing on that. And Eleanor Healy sang on that originally, and so did Mal Blackie. All the guys in Open Kitchen, Martin and Shane and Lance produced it. And Josh played piano on it way back in the day. And I know Robbie Barron might be playing some lap steel there. Maybe David Murphy's playing some pedal steel along with it. I don't know. I got my coffee here because Robert said, you know, it's coffee time there in Bellingham. I also got my candle. That song, Your Lover Will Call, is a waltz. So anyone that's feeling lonely at the moment because of all this, that one is that one's for you, and I'm sure your lover will call, and maybe you should call them. Last year, Robert came into Charlie's, and he played this. I'm not afraid of making a mistake. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid of freedom. I'm not afraid to go to jail. I'm not afraid of slavery, and I'm not afraid of choice. I'm not afraid of making a decision or using my own voice, but I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid it's true. I'm afraid of you. I'm not afraid of too much noise. I'm not afraid of silence. I'm not afraid of death, and I'm not afraid of violence. I said I'm not afraid of dying, and I'm not afraid of rebirth. I'm not afraid of self-isolation, but for what it's worth, I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid it's true. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid it's true. I'm afraid it's you. I'm afraid of you. Not afraid of getting it right. Not afraid of getting it all wrong. I'm not afraid of success. I'm not afraid to sing this song. I'm not afraid of the darkness, and I'm not afraid of the light. Oh, but when I'm all alone in my bed late at night, you know that I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid it's true. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. But I love you too. And I'm afraid it's true. I'm afraid of you. I think I'm to hand you back to Robert now. Is that correct? Okay, Robert. I think I might be coming back for another one, but thank you for having me here. And hello to everybody that tuned in on the watch parties and all that sort of stuff. And hopefully, when this blue mist lifts, we'll be able to have Robert back in Charlie's again. All right, hand you back over.
I like that, the blue mist. Gotta let the blue mist lift. Sounded great, Hank. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'll do one here, then pass it back and forth, just like we do after the gig. We come back to your table or my kitchen table or somebody else's kitchen table. We'll play a few more songs for a cup of tea. We called ourselves broke as we ordered another. Booking agent said already booked up our summer. All we had to do was write another darling Hummer in our winter in New York, our winter in New York. When we were fine asleep in the same bed. Jam sessions were packed and the after parties after. Scoresby was backed by bottles of lager. Everyone was trying to write the song that everyone would cover. Covering the grass of Caleb Clowder. I got lost there. I don't know what I've sung so far. There's something about having Cloutergoots first thing in the morning that I've lost track. I'm going to take the second verse. No one wrote about politics, too boring to bother. The news gave us no clues. It was not what we were after. We were all wrapped up and writing songs about each other in our winter in New York, our winter in New York. Everyone was in love. The cold air killed the blues. Everyone went home with someone. Luigi went home with two. In our winter in New York, our winter in New York. Sublets got let, everyone went out on tour. Some went to France, had the soup du jour. The days got warmer, and the nights got shorter. Before it was gone, it was over. Our winter in New York, our winter in New York. And we were fine asleep in the same. Back to Hank now for another song, another blast from Cork. Or if he's not ready, I'll do another one. How do you think, David? I'll do another one. We getting him in there? I think it's happening. I think it's happening. Shout out to John. There we are. There we are.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Am I good? All right. Okay. Thanks to Robert and his team getting this together. I'm going to leave you with this. And thanks for everyone that tuned in and that. And enjoy the rest of the broadcast. I got to go after this. I got to go share my time with someone else. This has been a lot of fun getting this together. Well, like I said last year, Robert came in. He came into Charlie's and he played I'm Afraid of You. I was honored. And if that wasn't enough, he picked up his guitar and then he played this. A double honor. I have to learn one of his songs. Well, it's great to see you, because we heard you were dead. You came back to life, you got out of your bed, it's great to see you. Or is that your ghost? We heard you left us, burnt toast, it's great to see you. And I whisper nothing, sing softly on your ear. Try not to cut short the evening that's here, and shallow as it might be, the moment is clear. couldn't want anything more. It's all about the time we share. You know, it's all about the time we share. I wrote this with Brian, Carol, and Ronan Snuddig, here of the Keeler clan. He said it to me. I was playing in his kitchen one night, or morning, depending on your point of view. That's what he said to me. He said, you know, it's all about the time we share. He said, it's all about the time we share. And then I said to him, well, it's great to see you. Are you gonna stay? Are you here for the dark night? Are you leaving at the break of day? It's great to see you. Yes, it's true. It's great to see you, and it's great if I could be near you. It's all about the time we share. You know, it's all about the time we share. If you're watching this with someone, sing, it's all about the time we share. If you're watching it on your own, well, it's great to see you. And don't forget, it's all about the time that we get to share. You know, it's all about the time we share. Thanks, Robert.
2.
Yeah, Hank. It's good to hang out with you, man. It's good to hang with you. Good to share a little cyber time. What can I say? There's a word I never thought I would say before, cyber time. How do we translate cyber time into German? Into Dutch? Let's not do that. Let's just translate Hank's great song into other languages. It's all about the time we share. Yeah, that's the phrase I'm looking for. Can somebody translate that and post it? How do you say in German? It's all about the times we share. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Do a new one for you here. Oh, maybe we'll tune up a little bit. I guess there's no rush. We're all going to be sitting at home for the next, I don't know, day, week, year. Let's hope it's not a year. You know, I could do another month, but after that, can I have some friends over for dinner at least? We'll see how it goes. It hits in waves, you know. It hits in waves. We just got the notice this week in my county that we're not allowed to have summer festivals, and that really bummed me out because we have a festival in Bellingham called the Subdued String Band Jamboree, and at the moment it is canceled. Should the news from the health department change, we will put together a jamboree on very short notice if we're allowed. But at the moment, we just got to roll with it. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I really feel it. Choices long mulled over, questioned. Brought us to these mornings. Was no track, but we found the road signs. Internal, nocturnal. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I really feel it. Sun sets so early some nights. I used to view it as an invitation. Now I'm resigned. It's just an early cancellation. It's not that I won't make it through. Still plenty I want to do. I'll push through and all the flying. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I really feel it. But I don't even know who lives here. I don't know who bought this last 6-pack of beer. I don't know who drank it. I don't know who's drinking it now. There's a beautiful field in a land that is fair. Happy land, it's you. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I really feel it. Sometimes I kind of like this voice on the other end of the line, helping me out from a call center. It's like they've become a friend of mine. But then it's over too soon, and I feel like they're feeling it too. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I really feel it. Sometimes I believe it. Sometimes I really feel it. Sometimes I believe it. New one I'm working away on there. I believe we have Brother Christian over there on the wall now. Is that true? That's my brother Christian over there, all the way from the Viertel in Bremen, my hometown when I'm in Germany. And I miss everybody over there very much. Wish we could be there. And thanks again for Hank for being on the show. And want to tell everybody, if you haven't seen the flash in front of you, we are collecting. We have a digital hat. This is my real hat here, but we have a digital hat going on around the web in the PayPal or the Venmo. And please, if you don't have the money, don't send it to us. But if you do have a few bucks, please do send it to us. Everybody's in a different state at the moment of anxiety and fear surrounding money. If you feel like you can put a little our way, well, let me tell you, it helps us a lot. It's keeping us going in these times where we can't play regular gigs in front of real audiences. All we can do is play gigs in front of our living room walls from the kitchen table. What an odd thing. But I did want to take this opportunity to put on my scarf here. This is my Bremen scarf. Many people may not know the town of Bremen, but they know about the Bremen Town musicians. That's who's on the scarf here. And saw that Alexander's writing in from the hometown of the Brothers Grimm. So, Alexander and Bree, hello. Maybe I'll get a scarf from Hanau next time. And we're going to bring David back on to play with me here. David, are you able to get away from the machines?
Yeah.
That's looking close. Looks like we maybe get away from the machines. Any notes I should know about? Any comments here before we charge into the rest of the set?
Oh, let's see. And just as the boys love your paintings.
Okay.
We've got your German translation.
Okay.
As requested.
Well, I think it's probably time for a little bit of Krautergut. Anybody else out there drinking Krautergut? Maybe over there, and Sasha and the team over there. Okay. And Sasha and Tanya and those darling children. I had their photos on my guitar case. The stickers finally wore off. Those darling children. I believe Andre and Steffi are tuned in from Hamburg. I miss Hamburg. I was 2 years ago, had the most wonderful night a person could ever have in the Reeperbahn, and we went to see a concert, and then we went to the place, the Star Club, where the Beatles got their start, and it's now a Thai restaurant. We had some of the hottest food I've ever had in my life, and we were there for the Thai karaoke, and it was very clear that the people there did not care if we ever got to sing. We waited for so long to sing, and we were feeling no pain. The heat even in our mouths had gone away. We were feeling no pain, but I was trying to be conservative, and I said, let's go to bed now. And my friends, we had gathered this wonderful group of people, about 5-6 of us, and it was midnight in the Reeperbahn on a Saturday night of Easter weekend. I said, it's time to go home. They looked at me like, are you insane? You must be insane. It's midnight in the Reeperbahn, and you're talking about going home? Well, you're insane. We didn't go home. We went on to have the most wonderful night. The greatest bar, the Zilberzack. That night in the Zilberzack will live in my mind for a long time. I'm not sure if I can go back. I can go back, but, well, I'll have to try. I guess there's a song about the Zilberzack by a guy who wears a hat that's not so different than this hat. But this is actually an Irish hat. It looks a lot like the Bremen fisherman seaman hat, but it's an Irish version by Jonathan Richman, the same guy who wrote Roadrunner. Apparently got into hats. Okay, let's make some music. Oh yeah. I eventually did get some sleep that night, but my good friends, one of whose picture is hanging on the wall, he did what you really need to do when you're in Hamburg, which is end your night by going to the fish market in the morning. So here's to everybody who last weekend, the last Saturday night, Easter weekend. You probably couldn't. Probably nobody could do that. Robert, you forget. We all know our own lives are being compromised, but we forget that everybody else's too. Took the train back to Bremen. We had the most wonderful Easter brunch, and the children went out and played on their bikes and their scooters and the roller skates, and Eastern Bremen was wonderful after Easter Saturday in Hamburg. Where are we? Let's play some music. Oh. And it starts out with a poster. Actually, we have to have a toast to all of our friends in Europe watching us now. It's happy hour there. So it's happy hour here. And it starts out with a poster. Bob Marley and a spliff. You get a guitar when you get older. You start building your own myth. Exhausted from the heat, then a rock out on the highway, biggest mess you'd ever seen. So the bass player met a girl in Toledo the night the drummer broke his hand. The little player was already convinced she was gonna quit the band. Well, the basement show went off that night and nearly brought the whole house down. There's no pride like the pride in the eyes of those who make it in the underground. Well, they look like a bunch of failures, unemployed, broken me. Those with a quick eye could tell they were living the rock and roll dream. We were in New Jersey. I was beat and I was tired, but the band was drinking Mad Dog 2020 and they were wide. I heckled worse, they patronized. I couldn't take another blow. The time I ever told anyone to get out of my show. It's not every audience you can break the knees. Don't let him forget who has a star and roll, and you rock and roll. about getting paid. Pensacola, Florida, see the dark blue sea. You come on down to Texas, back home to the Jamboree. I slept in bars, played in cars, woke up in the snow. A voice like a whip thrashing me, get on down that road. I know what to say about the cat and curiosity. But it's gonna drink the milk, I drink beer, my man in love with a rock and roll dream. Sitting around Boundary Bay on a Tuesday night, the bands are back from battle, they're swapping stories of the fight. The van broke down, didn't make any money, no one came to that show. The old guys got the same old stories, the young eyes always glow. The band in the corner, they play here every week. The drummer gets so drunk, so stoned, that he can't play or when they break up the door, we all sing along, 'cause we all know what it means. We all just want another chance at the rock and roll dream. And it starts out with a poster, Bob Marley in the Split. You get guitar when you get older, you're hanging on to that old me. All right. The Krautergut seems to be taking effect. It's a very effective device for having a good time. Was wirklich sollt ist die Zeit, die wir zusammen verbringen. Einsmal. Was wirklich sollt ist die Zeit, die wir zusammen verbringen. Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut, aber ich habe mag Spaß mit Deutsch. Entschuldigung. Wake in the half-light, birds singing summertime. Only April over your shoulder, your hand to mine. Making it all disappear. making it all disappear. Morning moonlight hanging on. Sheet on your head, you slipped into the day and we're gone. It all disappeared. It all disappeared. By now we know if we go slow, clock is a race, get left behind. And if there's a breeze on a warm spring morning, birds in your warmth entwine with mine, will take it, keep it. For the murder of dark days beats down our gaze, but we'll place it with some April making it all disappear. Making it all disappear. Making it all disappear. Making it all disappear. Was wirklich zählt, ist die Zeit, die wir zusammen verbringen. Entschuldigung. Sent a sketch in charcoal to an old lover on another New Year's Eve. When it came to the words, everything I'd said she'd heard, I signed I wanted you to have something for me. I'm the one who laughed, I'm the one who made you cry, the one who's on my mind when I get blue. Painted the flags fly, covered those in the caskets die. Bobby Sands ain't fly, Israel roadblock. The more I painted, the more I needed to see. I can't kiss your cheeks, fill your coffee with cream, pull and rock away by dreams. Still I wanted you to have something for me. Painted island town to the factories, transplant conifers and the Hebrides, a bridge in Donegal, a Philadelphia jail, and one after another, the sweet rolling sea. I know I've painted this picture before. Back then I was using yellows, now I'm using greens. Last night I drew something simple and new. The images were vague, the lines were clean. And I wanted you, wanted you, wanted you. I wanted you, I wanted you, wanted you, wanted you, I wanted you, I wanted you, I wanted you, that's something for me. Feeling good. That's off my record, Recitative. Now, new records in the works. There's 2 new records in the works. There's a live record in the works that's going to come with an accompanying video. Footage. Film. My live show from 2018 will be released before too long with accompanying film. And then a new record of new songs is coming out too. So doing the best we can to keep things rolling in these COVID times. Keep our heads up, get out, get some sunshine. Write down what's happening, how you're feeling. People are going to ask you. Your children are going to ask you. Your grandchildren are going to ask you, what was it like? What was it like? Write it down. People will be looking in 50 years, 25 years. They'll be wondering what it was like right now. Write it down. Because they don't want to go combing through all of our Facebook feeds. Write it down. Write it down in a clear way. On paper. It's really hard to figure out. When someone doesn't love you when you love them. It's really hard, it's really hard, it's really hard. It's really hard to figure how. Someone can love you, love them. You really, really want to know, you really want to know, you really, really want to know where. Somebody's putting their love them. It's really hard, it's really hard, it's really hard to hold the balance. Some doesn't want to see, you want to see. really hard to paint a new picture when you just walk the old one instead. It's really hard, it's really hard, it's really hard to make sense of the past tense. Love someone and they used to love you. It's really hard, it's really hard. It's really hard to believe it. When someone says I don't love you, I love them. It's hard for the dots to connect. It's hard for the bread to rise. It's hard for the train to arrive. It's hard for the sun to set. It's hard for the sun to rise. It's hard for the apple to be red. It's hard for the apple to be green. It's hard for the apple to be when you love someone that used to love you. We're getting in the zone. I know what we're going to do. Maybe turn the heat down.
Sure.
I'm going to do one of my own here. I'm going to do a song from my buddy John Elliott. He was on the show last week. If you missed any of these shows, and you might because they air in the middle of the night in Ireland or Germany, you can go back. They're all on the website, robertsarazinblake.com, and go to the page from the kitchen table. We have all the old episodes. So if you want to spend a couple hours with us at any point, we are right here at this very same place, occasionally wearing a different shirt, sometimes wearing the very same shirt, singing songs for you to help you get through, to help us feel connected, and help you feel connected. So thanks for hanging with us. If you have a few bucks, send us the bucks on the PayPal. If you don't have a few bucks, just grab into my PayPal and take a few out for yourself. That's fine. No problem. There's like the basket going around at services. A little humor. I know a lot of people there in Bremen have seen my buddy John Elliott, and I'm going to do one of his tunes here. Got the lyrics here as a backup, but I think I'll be all right. We still have Brother Christian on the wall? Maybe we should see if Ward and Beepka and the kids want to say hello. We encourage you, send us your photos. If we can't get it up this week, we'll get it up next week on our service, on our performance, our Sunday service. This is a special concert we're doing at a very early hour to be engaging in performance on my end. but wanted to do it when you would be in a happy hour zone. And I did hear that a lot of Germans are treating this time as sort of a Bukowski time, and so that if I performed too late in the day over there, people wouldn't remember it. So that I wanted to get to it right in the joyful time. We did a house gig at Big Willie's a couple of years back in a village not too far from Rothenburg, I believe. Rothenburg, is that right? The hometown? What a party that was. What a beautiful afternoon it was. This one goes out to anybody who is particularly struggling with this. Some people can hang. They're doing all right with it. They work from home anyways. Aren't used to seeing many people. Others are really having a hard time. So this goes out to anybody having a hard time in these COVID times. You got lost when your mom got sick. Prescription pills and therapists. Your mom got worse. Well, we're out of tune here. Let's try to get it reasonably in tune. Let's just go over that because nobody's in a rush to get anywhere. So let's get there together and let's get there in tune. Any requests coming in from the comment area? Anything I should be aware of?
It's all in German. I can't really understand.
Good. I hope I can get back next year, my friends. I don't know. We don't know. I'll get back as soon as I can.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We'll have a good time. That's better.
Gord would like to hear an Irish drinking song. Marianne Donvin says hi from Luxembourg.
From Luxembourg! Luxembourg made it. Excellent.
Alexander Schuth. Robert, any chance for New Year?
There's a chance. Alright, there's a few requests to play with. When you get a chance, go to Luxembourg. Go down to the Grund. G-R-U-N-D. I think that's the name of that beautiful area there in the valley. I know it's the Grund Songwriters Club that's been kind enough to host me. But it's just beautiful, this beautiful valley and these windy streets. And when you come from the most northwest corner, most northwest city, most northwest state in the lower 48, you get a kick out of being in a place like Luxembourg. I did take a long walk around Luxembourg. Thomas was with me the first time, I think. Maybe not. It gets confusing. Nope, don't think so. Maybe next time. You got lost when your mom got sick. Prescription pills and therapists. Your mom got worse. She didn't make it. After years and years and hours, you visit her grave with her favorite flowers. You talk to her and she listens. You had the worst of God and man. Swore you'd never love again. Your friends have kids. You don't have kids. Your friends all do. You wonder what is wrong with you while they're stuck at home. You're free to roam. Save off some cash and hit the road. Quit your job. Who knows? Buy a ticket someplace far. 'Cause it gets bad, but it gets better. Call it craziness, call it the weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. We're gonna do that chorus twice now so you can get into the zone and sing along. It gets bad, but it gets better. Call it craziness, call it the weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. Another politician, oh, another politician making noise. Another bad guy hanging out with the bad boys. Lies just destroyed, damage done, damage to the air and sun. Damage to the, where are we? Another politician making noise, or the bad guy hanging out with the bad boys. Lives destroyed, damage done, bombs deployed, more to come. Poison in the earth and air. Men in charge who just don't care. Men in charge with thinning hair. Soon they'll all be dead. When the market crashed, you had a big bad loan. You lost your job, you lost your home. You wound up here, alone and broken. You found a new gig in a good place too, with a better job, more time for you. Last week in line, you met someone new. There's a lot 11 years can do. 'Cause it gets bad, but it gets better. All craziness, call it the weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. Then it gets bad again, I know. Darkness comes and darkness grows. Sometimes the darkness never goes, and goodness loses. But somewhere else it's dawn again, and on it never ends, till the sun blows up in a great big ball and swallows us all. But even then it just might be, by then we're living in a different galaxy. We might get to watch it on our phones all together and all alone. Rome rose up and Rome fell down. The Incans lost to the Spanish crown. The Mayans were the best around. The Spanish beat them too. Spain declined and France declined. Then we had a world war. 16 million dead and more. We swore we'd never do it again. Yeah, world peace was the world goal, till the Nazis tried to take control. The Nazis lost to the USA and the Russians who saved the day. But Stalin really went to town, and the States were great unless your face was brown. There were superpowers, atom bombs, summer of love, Beatles songs, 9/11, terrorists, no mention of Africa in any of this. Baby born, a child missed, a funeral and a wedding kiss. 'Cause it gets bad, but it gets better. Call craziness, call it the weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. It gets bad, but it gets better. Let me hear you singing in Luxembourg, and in Yaw, and in Cork City, and in Mullingar, and in Bremen, and in Harsefeld, and in Bielefeld, and maybe even in Copenhagen. I don't know. It gets bad, but it gets better. Call craziness, call it the weather. We can make it through if we laugh at it together. If you're singing along, good work. It gets bad, but it gets better. A song by my buddy John Elliott. And he'll get back over to you, be running around Europe playing concerts to small groups of people in small rooms as soon as he gets the chance, I'm sure. He had a big, very wonderful tour planned for the summer. Probably is not happening anymore because we're all staying home now. We are all staying home. We're all reading books on our shelves that have been sitting there for years. We've not had a chance to read. We are cleaning out boxes. Those boxes that we moved into our house. When we moved into our house, we shoved them far away in the basement, the attic, the corner, the closet. And now we're going through those boxes. We're cleaning up corners of our lives that have been unattended all this time. And you know the other thing we're doing? we're slowing down a little bit. Just slow down. It's okay. Learning that it's okay. It's hard. We've been trying to move fast all our lives to try to get to the next thing, to make enough money to buy groceries and cars and houses and food and trips to Germany. We're just slowing down a little bit. We're all slowing down. That's the good part of this. The bad part is that there's true suffering, and it's happening mostly to poor people, and our heart goes out to them. And we're asking a lot of the people in the hospitals right now, the hospital workers, so our heart goes out to them. We might lose a candle over here, but it doesn't mean the candle's not burning in our hearts. David, you ready to jump back in, or should we check in? Is there some news?
Well, you've got the Hollenbecks on your wall now.
Nice. This way?
Both.
Oh, let's do New Year a little later. Let's do something. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I hope everybody's properly lubricated at this point. Dad and Donna are tuning in. It's a little soon for them to be on happy hour. But over there, in northern Germany and southern Denmark, Southern Ireland, Northern Ireland. James Ryder might be tuning in, my old buddy James. Down in Luxembourg.
Someone from Denmark said hello.
All right. Well, if you've seen the show, you've seen this one before, and you know this song is nothing without you. This is not something I sit at home at the end of an evening by myself, playing by myself to make myself feel vibey. No, no, no. This song is all about you. So what I want you to do, when I say time, you say, well, it used to be that when I said time, you said time, but things changed, things evolved. I was touring Germany. I was playing my gig in Cuxhaven by the sea, where there's absolutely no smoking allowed, they told me. And I went up to the bartender before the gig, and the bartender said, "What would you like?" I said, "Schnapps," because I do follow a spiritual path. I always try to beer here now. Just like I'm beering here now, we got Chuckanut Bay Local Distillery. They have this little coffee liqueur that is helping lead the show into a train wreck at certain points, but a really comfortable train wreck, I must say. No, it's not a train wreck. I just maybe missed a few things. Of course, don't forget about the crowd too good. What I'm trying to say is I went to the bartender, as you know, because you've seen me before and I've told you before. The bartender said, "What would you like?" I said, "Schnapps," because I was touring Germany and I wanted to have some schnapps. If I was in Mexico, I might want tequila. And the bartender said, "What kind?" I said, "Schnapps." He said, "What kind?" This went on for a long time. Finally, he served me something. I drank it and I went, "That's pretty good." Played a set of music to people who are primarily not English language listeners. Bless them, they sat through my show, as you might be sitting through it right now. If you are not a listener to the English language and you're just here for the visuals and the vibe, bless you. Because it's a lyric show, baby. At the set break, went back up to the bar. The barman said, "What would you like?" I said, "Schnapps." He said, "What kind?" I said, "Schnapps." He said, "What kind?" He said, "Schnapps." I said, "Schnapps." He said, "Schnapps." I said, "Schnapps." I drank something, and it was good. And as you can only imagine, after the second set was done, went back up to the bartender. He once again said, "What would you like?" And we did the routine as we had done before. I said, "Schnapps." He said, "What kind?" I said, "Schnapps." He said, "What kind?" And that's when he served me something, and for the third time, it was good, And then I thought to myself, this schnapps tastes a lot like tequila. That's when the light bulb went off in my head. That's when the light bulb went off in my head. When you order schnapps in Germany, it can mean many different things. When you order schnapps in the States, it means just one. There are many things. There's a Mexicana. There's corn. There's that wonderful schnapps from Bremen that tastes like ginger. Karanja boom. There's so many different schnapps. And whenever I now am in Germany, I say, I'd like to try the local schnapps. And that's exactly how I ended up with the Krauter Gut. We're not overdoing it, we're just doing it. We didn't want to underdo it, it had to be done. This is for everybody out there celebrating the social distance. We're with you. So now when I say time, you say, that's right, you say schnapps. You're sitting there in your apartment, you're all alone, or maybe you're sitting there with your children. Maybe you're sitting there with a romantic intimate. Maybe you've been sitting in the same space with your romantic intimate for a very long time, and that's good and bad and confusing. Well, we're all learning and growing and loving in new ways. And one way we're going to live, learn, grow, and love right now, we're going to sing along through the net, all right? So when I say schnapps, you say, that's right. Oh, my baby loves to drink whiskey, Lord, she drinks it all of the time. Time. Turn it up a little bit louder. Don't make me feel like a fool. Come on now. Oh, my baby loves to drink whiskey, Lord, she drinks it all of the time. Schnapps. Time. Schnapps. Time. But I love the way it feels with the whiskey lips on mine. She don't want water. She don't want beer. No margaritas. Please don't bring any tequilas over here. She wants it in the morning and then late at night. Just a little glass of whiskey, yeah, a little glass of whiskey, well, a little glass of whiskey, mate, I'll be feeling alright. How we doing? All right. Have a little schnapps on your own over there? All right. Have another. It's going to be all right. We're going to make it through. If we can laugh at it together, we're going to make it through. That's what Brother John Elliott says. The children say they like not going to school. Oh, some children say they miss school. Where were we? Oh, that's right, the second verse. Oh. Well, my baby, she tells me she loves me, Lord. She tells me all of the time. Time. Oh, my baby, she tells me she loves me, Lord. She tells me all the time. Time. If you feel uncomfortable singing schnapps alone in your apartment with the windows open and the neighbors might hear you, get over it. And if you really can't get over it, you can just put in the comments schnapps at the right time, exactly the right time, you know? Oh, I love the way it feels with the whiskey lips on mine. She don't want water. She don't want beer. No margaritas, please don't bring any tequilas over here. She wants it in the morning and late at night. Just a little glass of whiskey, one little glass of whiskey, yes, a little glass of whiskey, my gal be feeling alright. Well, I went to my baby's house just the other day. Schnapps day. Well, see, you got confused there. You got confused because I didn't let you know that. time will turn into day. You know, if you're hanging out with Sasha Bet, it will turn into day because you go back to a Stupchen. If I'm saying that word right, that's great. If I'm saying it wrong, Brother Christian, please put in the proper word for ending up in the Stupchen, you know, because you go into the Stupchen after the gig, after a night, a little small party or something, and you go into the Stupchen and you have a few drinks and you listen to some music with Sasha Bet, and you think you're only going to be in the Stupchen. Now, a Stupchen is a little hut in someone's backyard, a private bar, a private house, a place of great joy, debauchery, liquor, and music. And you think you've been in there for like 45 minutes or maybe an hour and a half, and you walk out and it's 10 in the morning, you know. This happens. Time will turn into day. If you enter into the Stupchen, you don't know when you'll enter out. Where were we? So that means when I say day, you say Schnapps. Oh, I went to my baby's house just the other day. Oh, I went to my baby's house just the other day. You better believe I got a bottle of whiskey along the way. She don't want water, she don't want beer, no margaritas, please don't bring any tequilas over here. She wants it in the morning and late at night. Just a little glass of whiskey, want a little glass of whiskey. A little glass of whiskey, my gal, be feeling all right. Oh, we're feeling good. Friday night. It's the weekend. Somebody made the joke, we don't call it Friday or Saturday or Wednesday anymore, we just call it day. Because we're at home. Every day. Except for the people working in the hospitals, the people working at the restaurants, the people who are making the deliveries. There's lots of people still working. So let's not complain about our own little lives that are safe and protected. Let's keep in mind everybody who was exposed, working through the exposure. This one goes out to Alexander and Bree and their little dog Diego. It's a new year, feeling pretty good, pretty much like I thought it would. A little heavy, a little bit like tuning up, just a little bit of tuning up, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh yeah. A little heavy. Loaded down. Little memories hanging around. Picturing New Year's. Ease before the parties, the girls, the dancing floor. Back when I figured by now things would be different, things would be worth it. But it's a new year, different this time. Last year I was okay, year before I was fine. Book of dreams, out of state plates, ready to roll through the golden gates. Now I'm out the tunnel, on the other side. Before it was weary, my eyes were wide. I came home, maybe too quick, didn't grab what I needed. Still something I miss. I figured by now something would collide, something I didn't plan, something wild and wide, something that made sense in the bigger picture, in the present tense, the modern era. Give it direction, something to eat, flowers on the table, a good night's sleep. 'Cause I've been working hard, spinning wheels. Man gets to wondering, hey, what's the deal? Where's it hide? Where's the facts? I lost companions on a back. I know it gets lonely before it gets good. All is the stone, all is the blood. This time except the fall. The rubber broke, the cat was neutered, the engine died. Let me check the computer, get it in order, try and get it clear. Put your head on strong for the next new. It's coming fast, it's coming quick. Better turn your head away, you're gonna be sick. It's coming down like old Santa Claus. It's coming to town, and I move much slower than the earth spins around. Wanna slow down, wanna hang around. Don't get hungry, don't make hay. Today's gone, year's over, the track's been worn. Get your house in order, sweep the chimney, sweep the steps, sweep your sweetheart. Get the dog to the vet, get dinner cooking, get a divorce, get remarried, stay the course. Buy lampshades, bye bye bye. Buy Bermuda shorts, hey! Give them a try. Buy Centennial, buy Valfu, bicicleta, a bicycle for two. Just get in the car and keep driving to the store, to the drive-in, to the office, to the bank, to the job, side repeat, honey, fill up the tank. For another new year, for another new year, for another new year, for another new year, for another new year. And I ain't done before I haven't set the sun. For Alexander and Bree and their little dog Diego. I wonder if we have any other requests coming in. Got a few more songs for you. Thanks for hanging with us. Friday night. Friday night in Ireland, Friday night in Germany, Friday night in Luxembourg. Turn the lights down low, I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. I sat down, closed my eyes. I listened to you sing. I listened to you sing. I listened to you sing. My head hung, my eyes wet. I listened to you sing. I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. Turn the lamp down low, shut out the lights. I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. Outside my window, I saw stars. I listened to you sing. I listened to you sing. I listened to you sing. Open the door, kiss the night. I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. I listen to you sing. In my own mind keep coming in, you know. David, we need to look over there and see if we got any requests from the people.
Yeah.
Any comments before we wrap this thing up here? What time do you got?
It is 7:56 Dublin time. Cork time.
It's about time to wrap this thing up. Thank you very much for hanging with us. Happy Friday night. See if we got another request or two, and we'll keep it going. Hope everybody's enjoying this time with their family or by themselves. I miss you. I'll get back to Europe as soon as it's safe. Until then, I'm holed up here in the most northwest corner, the most northwest city, the most northwest state in the lower 48.
There's just a whole lot of people saying cheers.
Let's leave with this one. Haven't done this one in a long time. Let's see how it goes. Sing along with me now. They give me pretty good stuff. I've been laying long enough. This cloudy mind, it's not who I am. When I lost my taste for wine, knew I was running out of time. With a twinkle in my eye, I'm saying goodbye. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Moving on, moving on, moving on. I can see the other side I am ready for that ride. Mind drifting, body floating away. I can hear my mother's laugh. Mary's poured another glass. Pull up a chair, making room for one more. Sing it with me. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Come on back in, David, when you can. Oh, I don't want to go, but it's a drag moving so slow. Cannot rise, I can only fall. Pain wakes me from my rest. A few hard, steady breaths. Close my eyes and fade. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Can you get back up? Drag moving so slow, cannot rise, I can only fall. Pain wakes me from my rest. A few hard, steady breaths. Close my eyes and fade. Singing with me in Luxembourg, and in Copenhagen, and in Hamburg, and in Harsefeld, and in Bielefeld, and in Witzenhausen. And everywhere else, even if you're listening in Guelph, Ontario, or Bellingham, Washington, or Kirkland, Washington. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Sing it again. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. My name's Robert Sarazin Blake. David Penderlofgren over there. Throw a few jars into the old PayPal. Throw a few dollars in the jar. Throw a few PayPals in the jar. Throw a few jars in the PayPal. Thanks so much for hanging with us. We'll see you again. This is Robert Sarazin Blake from the Kitchen Table. Special concert for my friends in Europe.